In this quick video, I want to walk through how to file your RSUs at tax time. I just struggled with this the last 3 days. I was on a support call for a few hours now with a lady from TurboTax trying to figure this out. It's a hairy one, especially if your broker gives you a 1099B. That's a little bit confusing. So I'm going to create like a simple example 1099B. I'm going to walk through with you how to file your RSUs at tax time. Okay. So first, let's say that we have a 1099B from our broker, and we've got 3 transactions here. So on 5/15, your company gave you, let's say, 400 shares of stock. You earned them. But on your behalf, they withheld 100 of those shares, sold them on the market to cover your taxes. So that's what this line will probably look like. And you're saying to yourself, well, I didn't sell anything on 5/16. Well, your company did for you. Okay, so then you'll see a line like this. And then on 8/16, you received another block of shares. Maybe you received 100 shares at that point. And again, your company withheld 25 to pay your taxes on what you got there. Okay, and then lastly, you sold the resulting shares after your company sold 100 of that 400 lot. So you sold those remaining 300 from that original lot from 5/15 on 9/1, and you sold them a little bit at a loss. Your broker may or may not have an IRS code of a W or a wash sale there, and they may strip out any potential losses that you have from that. Why they do that, I don't know. Maybe my broker just messed up. I'm probably going to call and figure out exactly what they did. So how do you enter these? Well, you enter them through TurboTax on a form like this. It'll say description, date sold, date acquired, amount, cost basis, and then there's 2 flags down here. One is for I have an amount in F or G, and 2 is the sale involves an uncommon event like an RSU or an ESPP. Okay, and the ones that you want to hit for that second flag are these 2. Okay, these are true RSU transactions. This one is just considered a regular stock transaction, and that's one of the places where I got hung up. So you would want to hit that for each one of these 2 transactions in yellow, and then walk through all the steps that you have to walk through to complete the uncommon event fulfillment. One of those things at the end is, again, it's a hairy one. At the very end, you have to say, you have to describe the lot from which those shares came. So here's how you do that. So the shares you received at vesting were 400, okay? And that's for this first transaction. Let's say we're just doing row 45 right there. So you received 400. The shares withheld to cover taxes, you enter 100 there. So you just enter the amount from what the action was, so 100, okay? Then when it comes time, so you'll walk through that same thing for the second one. Then for the third one, which is just a regular stock sale at this point, you do not select this flag. And again, that's where it was a little bit confusing for me. I think TurboTax can step up their game a little bit and make that a little bit more clear, okay? When I did not execute or when I did not submit these RSU trades in the exact way I just mentioned, my tax liability went up like 80 grand, and it was crazy, and I was not happy about that. So make sure you do this carefully. You can leverage TurboTax support, but you'll be on the phone for a while. So maybe this video helps you, and hopefully, it can save you